Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about the 12 volt battery in the RAV4 Prime. So first, to see how to test the battery. Second, how does it get charged with the hybrid system. And finally, how to use an external charger to top off your 12 volt battery if it's low. So let's get to it. The 12 volt battery in the RAV4 Prime, or the auxiliary battery, is located in the trunk in the back, contrary to other cars where it's in the front. So just have to lift off this one here, and the battery is located right here. So you have a small handle, I don't know if you can see here, where you can just pull this and this whole assembly will come off and you'll have access to the battery. So let's just try it here. There you go. That's fairly easy. Et voila. So we have access to the battery here. Positive, negative here. So we're gonna use a voltmeter right here to test out the battery, how much current is actually providing. So make sure you put. Alright, so my voltmeter is ready. Put it here at 20 volt here. Make sure you put it on the DC setting. Usually you should supposed to have a cover here. I just broke mine, so I'll have to replace this. But usually you just have a cover, you just have to lift it. Make sure you press on the sides and lift it, or else you'll break it like I did. So put your prong in the positive one, then in the negative one here. And as you can see here, I don't know if you can see it, my battery is at 12.17, which is pretty low. I'm going to share a chart to you guys on the screen to see what are these numbers. You usually want your battery to be over 12.7, 12.8, I believe, which is a healthy battery. So in this case, the battery is low. So you have a few options. You can charge it if you want, or you can also let the hybrid system take care of the charging. Talking about the hybrid system, let's get to know how the battery actually gets charged, since there's no alternator in this car. So for those owning a hybrid car, the system's a little different than the regular car you can have. I'm also a first-time owner of a hybrid car, so it took some time to actually understand how it works. So I'm going to try to explain it in simple words. It is pretty complicated. I had to do a lot of reading to actually find out the whole system, how it works. So basically how it goes is, since there's no alternator nor starter for this car, how it works is the hybrid system is the one that's charging the battery. Obviously, the bigger battery doesn't charge directly to the smaller battery. It goes through an inverter that's in front of the car. So the bigger battery goes to the inverter, and from the inverter, the 12 volt battery gets charged through DC to DC charger. But it's really important to know is the battery does not get charged when you're charging the bigger battery, which is the hybrid battery. So when you're plugged in on the wall, it does not charge the 12 volt battery unless your battery heater is on. So on those times, it will charge the 12 volt battery. But in my case, as you can see, I'm inside a garage, so the actual battery heater never really turns on. So my battery never gets charged when I'm charging the hybrid battery. But on the occasion where it does get charged is when you turn on the car and you put it in ready mode. So that means you press the brake, you turn on the ignition, and the car says ready. In that case, the inverter will start charging the 12 volt battery while your car is in ready mode. So what does a 12 volt battery does? Well, it doesn't start the car. So what it does is pretty much just turn on the systems, electronic systems, for the hybrid system to turn on. So you're gonna have your headlights, you're gonna have some computer. I also have, I think, the computer module as well gets started with the 12 volt battery. So that's basically it. So that's why you're gonna have a lot of hybrid cars with really small batteries. So that's about it. That's how the 12 volt battery works. I know some of the owners did have issues on low batteries, so hybrid cars too tend to have issues with the 12-volt battery, especially with the RAV4 Prime deliveries in Quebec. I believe most of the cars were just delivered with really low battery voltage, so that might be an issue. And I've also read that there is an issue with drainage that can be fixed with, I believe, software upgrades. So maybe talk to your dealer if you have any issues with that. Do the upgrade on the software. And if you really need to charge the battery, well, I do have some solutions for you, which I'm going to show you right now. So for the charging solutions that I opted for, which was a recommendation by one of the members in Facebook, is the Noco Genius 2, which is a trickle charger. You really don't want to go too many amperes as well. So I found the sweet spot would be 2 amperes. You can get this on Amazon or Canadian Tire. They do tend to go on sale sometimes. I got this for, I believe, $79 at Canadian Tire. So what's good about this is, first of all, you do get a set of alligator clips here. But if you want to do a more permanent installation, that means just put it down on your battery, you can actually take these off, as you can see here, unscrew this on each of the clips and put them directly on your battery. And why it's good is because these clips are just quick connect. So as you can see, you can permanently have this on your battery in the back and have this coming out from the back, and just have a quick connection with the actual charger, which is this one here. So the charger itself is very easy to use. So once you clip on, the battery is going to start analyzing, the charger is going to start analyzing the battery. You do have to select which battery you have. Is it a 12-volt, AGM, lithium, or 6-volt battery? If you have any issues with the battery too, let's say you connected the cables in the wrong way, you inverse the polarity, it's also going to tell you here. And here you see a little bit the level at which the battery is at. So you're going to have red, yellow, I believe, and then afterwards green when it's finished charging. And on the other hand, it goes on the regular wall socket here. Just plug it in and let it charge. So the charger is plugged, as you can see. 12-volt battery is selected here. You have the level charge. So I believe the RAV4 Prime battery is not an AGM. It's a lead acid battery. I've looked up the model number here, which is the LN2 from the maker here. So it is a lead acid battery. As you can see, you have the alligator clips here, the negative side here, connected to the charger. And finally, you have an extension running all the way here. So like I mentioned before, you can have a permanent installation if you do want. You just have to remove these clips and just attach them in the battery screws, and I'll be able for you to actually use this quick connector instead of removing this cover every single time. So depending on how empty your battery is, it can take up to 8 hours or even more, even 12 hours to charge your batteries. So give it some time. It's charging at 2 amperes. So if you plug it overnight, this should be fine. As you can see here, I just went from 1 bar to the 2nd bar here. So another question I see passing a lot in the forums are, can you boost a hybrid car, or can you boost from your hybrid car? So the answer is pretty simple. To get boosted, I guess, receiving boost from someone else, it is possible. You have to do it at the front of the car, and there are terminals that's indicated for that. So I'm going to show you guys right now where it is. So under the hood, when you take off this cover for the relay where you have all your fuses, you do have a positive terminal here that you can put your alligator clips here if you need a boost, in case you ever need that. So the positive goes here, and the negative one could be anywhere where you ground it, but Toyota actually left a place here. So you do have this metal spot here where you can just use it to ground the car, and you'll be able to boost your hybrid car. So in the manual, it says that it is not recommended to boost another car with a hybrid system, which I can understand. The 12 volt battery to begin with is pretty fragile. It's sometimes not even charged. And I believe the maximum peak that comes from the inverter itself to the 12 volt battery is at 100 amperes, I would believe, which is the peak. It doesn't mean 100 amperes is going to your battery all the time. That's not true. It charges the battery according to what it needs, but boosting another car is not recommended. So if you do want to boost another car, I do suggest buying a booster. I did get one for myself recently, which is the Noco Boost Plus, which is the same brand as the charger. This one is the GB40 here, which does 12 volt and 1000 amperes. So this is good for, you can charge it once, it takes a few hours, and you're good to go for 6 boost, which is pretty amazing for the size of this this little block here. And you also have these little flashlight in case you need it. It has different settings if you want. And how you boost the cars is pretty much plug this in, turn it on. You also put the alligator clips here, which goes in here, and then that's it. This light starts blinking, and you can boost the other car, so you don't damage your hybrid system, and you're actually doing a good deed by helping someone else. That's it, folks. I hope you liked this video. I hope it helped you understand a little more of the system, the 12 volt battery, how it works, and maybe in the future it will help you too if you have any issues. Don't forget to subscribe and like my channel, and if you have any ideas of other videos I should be doing with the RAV4 Prime, please let me know under the comment section. Thank you, and see you next time.